Hey, welcome back to Rick's Reviews. I'm your host, Movie Real Rick. And today, we're talking about the latest installment of the never-ending franchise about a time-traveling cyborg, Terminator, Dark Fate. After 35 years of promising us he'll be back,
I'll be back. I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Arnold is back.
I'm back.
That's what I just said. Arnold is back reprising his role that made Schwarzenegger a household name and sold countless toys and merchandise to kids like me in the 90s. See, I grew up in the shadow of Terminator 2 Judgment Day, where Arnie is sent back in time to protect a preteen who will later grow up to be the leader of the human resistance against Skynet, an evil artificial intelligence hell-bent on exterminating the human race. A fictional scenario that may sound a bit ridiculous, but Tesla CEO Elon Musk fears is actually the greatest threat to mankind. So maybe it's not that far-fetched after all. This latest chapter of the Terminator saga, Dark Fate, pretty much follows the same tired storyline as the previous films, and shits all over the Terminator legacy, as well as my childhood. First off, the Schwartz must have a huge Latino following, because the lead actress / target of this latest T-Bot sent back through time is Mexican. The Terminator himself is also Hispanic. Half the movie takes place in Mexico, and about a third of the dialogue is in Spanish with English subtitles. Because that's what Arnold fans really want, to go to a Terminator movie and read. The other star of this movie is Linda Hamilton, who has aged so poorly, it actually looks like she got hit by that nuclear blast wave she kept dreaming about in Terminator 2. You see this, kids? This is why you don't smoke. Then there's the plot, or lack thereof. The entire first half of this movie is just a bunch of overblown CGI sword fights and chases between characters you don't know and don't care about. Sarah Connor shows up looking like the fucking mummy and proceeds to act like the biggest bitch in cinematic history. Despite there being plenty of action, this movie still manages to drag throughout its first half, probably because it's completely Arnoldless. The dialogue is awful, and it's pretty much just these three women bitching at each other over who's going to be in charge. Ironically, the most irritating part of this movie is also the most realistic. There's also a few pathetic attempts to echo some iconic Terminator one-liners like they've done in previous films, but the lines just fall flat and end up being obnoxious instead of nostalgic. Arnie eventually shows up for the second half, but instead of redeeming the movie, his role is so ludicrous I almost walked out because it's so stupid. In fact, the only reason I stayed was because I was doing a review on it, and I knew that I needed to suffer through this entire movie so that you wouldn't have to. It's so bad. I can't believe James Cameron even attached his name to it, especially considering that the original Terminator is what made his entire career. It's blasphemous! In short, do not go see this movie. If you want to see a good Terminator flick, pop in T2 on DVD, because Dark Fate will immensely disappoint you, and it's nothing more than 2 hours of your life that have just been terminated. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed my review, please like and subscribe, and comment below on what you thought of the movie and my review. And tune in next week and every week for new reviews on movies and TV shows. Because, as always, I'll be back.